CompuWare Youth Hockey has had a long tradition of excellence going back to the early 80s, and we're celebrating the excellence of the CompuWare Midget Miners, who won the National Under-16 Championship. To talk about it, the head coach of that team, Derrick Szajner. And Derrick, we talked earlier in the year, and your team was kind of building for the national championship, and it certainly culminated in the championship. It's got to be a proud accomplishment for you and your team.
Oh yeah, it was great. We sort of built this team from the start to successfully win the states. We were ranked #1 to win the states, and it was like a monkey off our back when we did that. The best thing was we were going into the nationals, and I think they had us ranked 3rd or 4th. So I think my team had a little less pressure on them, but we sort of used that to our advantage because we made it through all the way to the finals, and we got to the #1 ranked team, who was stayed at the top the entire year as ranked #1, and we finally got to play them, and the boys stepped up and we used it to our advantage. We didn't have the bullseye on our back that game, and we took advantage of it.
So really a situation to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's what your team did. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely, and one thing that was great was we were a very young team. We were mostly 93 birth year boys. They were all 92s, so that was another advantage that we had over them, I thought, because those guys thought maybe they were going to push us around. But being in this rink, playing, watching the Whalers, we play sort of an aggressive style of hockey, and it sort of paid off for us.
We'll get into the Whalers' maybe influence on your team in a moment, but if you were to pick one or two different aspects of your team which made it so effective, what would it be?
I think the best thing we did was we killed a lot of penalties. We were very good shorthanded. We really didn't panic, and then we had a great defensive crew that actually would jump up in the play, and we utilized them like a 4th forward on our team, always jumping up in the play. Across the board, all 6 of the boys scored quite a few goals for us. So I think we were solid defensively, and offensively we had a lot of power up front.
Now, as a midget minor team, your players have a lot of options. We talked about this earlier. They could go to college, national developmental team. But what kind of influence has the OHL and specifically the Whalers had on your team?
For the most part, the boys are here. They watch them train, the way they're treated. And the more games they come and watch, the more they really want to play in the OHL. So I think having the Whalers here and out helping our boys every now and then, they get excited, and they'd really like to wear that sweater someday. So I think that's what they're striving for. Unfortunately, you got a bunch of other OHL teams breathing down their backs, and I think we might have a record 10 boys get drafted in the OHL this year, is what they're saying.
What's really nice about your team, and we talked about this earlier, your team has the players have a lot of options. They could go a number of different ways, and I guess as the head coach and the general manager, you have to help them sort that out.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, my phone hasn't stopped ringing even since the Nationals from different colleges, USHL teams, OHL teams, and I think probably, I'd say upwards about 10 boys are going to have some decisions to make here at the end of May on what path they're going to take for their career. And it's just been an honor to be their coach and help develop these boys. And I just asked for free tickets one day. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, Derrick, thanks for your time. It's great to have options. It's great to have somebody like you to help these boys out. Congratulations, and keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, Pete.